style rallies. It just goes on and on. We have it at arnoldexposed.com. Is that website even still up? I haven't looked at it in about a year. See if arnoldexposed.com. Well, yeah, I want all the quotes. I mean, you can't just read a couple of them. I want to be a dictator of some country or some savior like Jesus. I want to do it. I want to show you I do it. I run it all. You little people. Meanwhile, I mean, he was involved with Enron in the California scam before he was governor. And then he got in claiming he was fighting it. Put monkey head back up there. There he is. Our savior. There he is, Hitler. Just get out of my country, trash. Stop robbing us. You're not a constitutionalist. You're not an American. And I got nothing against Germans or Austrians. I'm talking about Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger. He makes me want to throw up. Here's some more quotes. My relationship to power and authority is that I'm all for it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, U.S. News and World Report in 1990. People need somebody to watch over them. 95% of the people in the world need to be told what to do and how to behave. U.S. News and World Report, 1990. My friends don't want me to mention Kurt's name, top SS officer, head of the UN. My friends don't want me to mention Kurt Waldheim's name because of the recent Nazi stuff and the UN controversy. But I love him, and Maria does too. And so thank you, Kurt. Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what he said at the wedding in front of the media. I was born to be a leader. I love the fact that millions of people look up to me. I was always dreaming about very powerful people, dictators and things like that. I was always just impressed by people who could be remembered for hundreds or even, like Jesus, be thousands of years remembered. I have delusions of grandeur. I'm on so much steroids. I added that part. I said that in Pumping Iron. I saw this toilet bowl. How many times do you get away with this? To take a woman, grab her upside down, and bury her face in the toilet bowl. I wanted to have something floating there. The thing is, you can do it. Because in the end, I didn't do it to woman. She's a machine. You would get away with that without being crucified by who knows what group. Arnold Schwarzenegger describing a scene from Terminator 3. I mean, it just goes, just a avarice-filled goblin, an inhuman, dominating person who just wants to rob and steal and take out power, like the CIA technicians, perverted psychiatrists in there raping people with battery acid and torturing children and, oh, land of the free, home of the brave, and then coming out on the news telling you it's good to try to warp your mind to mainline what they do. And now all these pundits, the talking point is, we need this new law to be passed or to go ahead and enforce the Enemy Combatant Act. We want to be able to arrest citizens and not give them trials. That's treason. That's Tyrannus Maximus. That's maximum tyranny, maximum oppression. That's the terror threat. That's who you should be worried about. People like Arnold Schwarzenegger, people like Joe Lieberman. That's your enemy right there. That's the problem. That's the guy raping California. That's the guy that wants carbon taxes in your guns. That's the guy who thinks he owns you. That's the person that thinks he owns you and your family. That's the guy who's for eugenics. He loves that they're poisoning your water supply. That's your enemy. We'll be back.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Dog chewed your remote control? Lost your remote? Or is your remote control just not working? Let ReplaceMeRemotes.com replace it or fix it for you. We carry a complete line of remote controls for all brands of TV, VCR, satellite, home audio, or DVD remotes, including old or hard-to-find remote controls. We also can repair or fix your remote. Visit ReplaceMeRemotes.com for all your remote control needs. Use coupon code ALEX for a 5% discount. Visit ReplaceMeRemotes.com or call us at 336-377-2220. For all your remote control needs, visit ReplaceMeRemotes.com at 336-377-2220. We also carry a complete line of hotel and hospital remotes.
ReplacementRemotes.com. ReplacementRemotes.com. If you need a remote control, ReplacementRemotes.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We need to get our fighting spirit back. We need to find our manhood, our humanity again. We need to rouse the sleeping giant that is the Republic and crush the globalists, drive the parasites out of the nation, arrest them. All right, I'm going to go to phone calls for a while and try to cool down, and then I'm going to get into how they're using race to control the population, how FEMA is now directly taxing the American people to fund its global government takeover. We're going to continue with all of this today. Got a bunch of stacks of key news I haven't gotten to yet, but right now let's go back to your calls. Steve in Arkansas, you're on the air.
Hello, Alex. I want to put a call out to all info warriors in the state of Arkansas. We have a governor's race this November, and we have a liberal Democrat, Mike Beebe. That's our governor, and he's very likely to get reelected. And the Republicans have put up a plain vanilla, establishment type. And so what we're trying to do, Alex, is get a third-party candidate on the ballot, Constitution Party. And the gentleman that's running Constitution Party is a man by the name of Frank Gilbert. He's the mayor of a small town, and he wants to push state sovereignty. He wants to campaign on nullification of Obamacare and nullification of a lot of the overreaches of the federal government, sow seeds of state sovereignty throughout the state. And
well, you know what? We got thousands and thousands of listeners every day in Arkansas. Everybody needs to rally and get behind him.
And can I get out a website, Alex,
sure.
To go to? It's gilbertforgovernor.org. That's Gilbert, the number 4, gilbertforgovernor.org.
Hey, let me change subject, Steve. Did you hear me read all the articles where the majority of states are going bankrupt or are bankrupt? And they're going, oh, we raised all the taxes and tax receipts went down. We didn't know that would happen. These engineers, that's 101, that when you raise taxes, you get less revenue. They want to destroy the economy.
Yes, Alex, and here in this state, our governor bought into the expansion of unemployment. And so whereas Arkansas was overfunded on our unemployment, since we bought into their plan and did what they said, we're now, businesses are having their, I'm an accountant myself, and businesses across the state are having to pay just a tremendous increase for unemployment taxes.
Believe me, you ought to see the taxes here. People say, well, just don't pay them. I'm running a pretty good-sized operation. I've got to choose my battles. But, I mean, it is getting bad, and the economy, everybody can see it. It is just getting worse and worse. And the media is saying, hey, the economy's good. You're all losing your jobs. But the one benchmark is the banks are making record profits, and so we're just going to accelerate it. I appreciate your call. It's just disgusting. Chris in Kentucky, thanks for holding.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
It's what you just said with the last caller. The media during the Kentucky Derby this weekend just did the same thing, and how everything is looking up. They used the media as a record crowd for the Kentucky.
Now, did they have troops running around arresting people this time to condition folks?
Exactly, and they were on motorcycles. And
I didn't watch it. So I mean, last year, I happened to be at a restaurant when it was on TV and happened to see troops running around. What happened this year?
Well, this year, there was a lot of propaganda about it. Chief Robert White, by the way, who's a candidate for the Dallas Police Department, I don't know if he's going now, but the media was interviewing him a day before the Oaks, saying that it's really good to have all this security out here, and they were talking about the police and military working together, and the jokes, how the media just says, well, if we need more reinforcements, Fort Knox is right in the other county. I mean, I'm just sick and tired.
And in the next county, Fort Knox, that very week, was training to take on the Tea Parties.
Exactly, and that's what just burns me up. These people in this county better start waking up, and if we don't. But I did meet some people locally here, some college kids that do listen to your show, and are waking people up, because David Ray Griffin was here last week, too.
Well, I'll tell you how the news works. They pre-interview people. I've told the story. I know somebody that works at the Austin airport, and he talked about how he saw them interview over 40 people about the increased security, and 39 said they didn't like it, As soon as they got to one old lady who liked it, they shut their cameras down and left, and then that was on the news that night. So that's how they distort and warp. They find the groveling slaves.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409